Alright, fungal cleanse tips, I guess, and healing pine salve and black salve. They are pretty much a salvation for the body. They are so very beneficial for the fungus and the parasites and the mold and all the gunk that's attached to that, which is in the subconscious mind, in the body, in the nervous system. So they're the ones that are actually controlling the mind. It's quite fascinating when you get right into it. Super simple, right? They're the electrical conductivity disruptors. They move the messages from down the bottom half of the body and then transmit it up to the top. And they're like an interrupted internet network. So our messages are not getting through the body. So I'm working on clearing out my fungus, and those are the things that I'm noticing more and more and more. Get more in tune with your soul, with your biorhythms and your biofilms. Because your rhythm has to go through the film with a bit of electrical conductivity, disrupted by these critters. And people don't even know they're there. That's what the devil's greatest trick was, to not know people that they were there and he existed. That's what the fungus is doing, and the parasites. So black salve, fantastic stuff for funking up the fungus. Absolutely been using that. It draws out the fungal infection, so you will notice certain thoughts and patterns and things and changes that overtake your mind. So meditation is very helpful for that. Yoga, and especially Bikram yoga, sweating it all out, because you sweat out the nervous system at the same time. So then the electrical conductivity goes through the messages of the subconscious mind. Every thought, every belief, you want to flush that stuff out. So that's the real thoughts and beliefs and where they are. You've got to get to the cause, right? But you've got to have to do some cleansing to get to the higher centers to figure this stuff out. That's why I know everybody's not doing it, because people don't really know how to heal themselves, or not really well anyway. And of course, so once it's been drawn out, there's been a lot of, you're drawing out fungal infections, right? So there's very high potential to get fungal infection, overrun by that in the nervous system and immune system, which has happened to people all the time. But especially when you're cleansing, you want to rebuild that and give it some good stuff to assist the process. So, healing pine salve is good stuff. So I put that on topically because your body absorbs 70% transdermally or through the skin. So you want to utilize the skin and draw things out and nourish as well. And of course, olive oil, pine gum, resin, beeswax and turpentine. Big fan. All these things are, like the beeswax and the pine gum resin, are going to go in through the mucous membrane and nourish and assist the removal of gunk. So then the thoughts and the emotions can be a little bit removal of gunk type of thoughts, of stuff that's been stored in there, because the fungus and the mold and all these network, the subconscious mind network, are telling you to do these certain thoughts based on whatever's in your body. But you need to be able to notice that and then get through it faster to be able to remove those thoughts and those emotions and those stories that are attached to that. So you got to get your body running up and fit and fiery and going well, and with minimal amount of gunk, especially things controlling the mind, because you want to do what you want to do, not rather than the matrix in the part of the body in the different parts that is controlling people what to do. And turpentine is high in terpenes, so it's fantastic for using as an oil, because you're already stimulating the mucous membrane, and then the oils travel along that mucous membrane because they're lipid soluble or fat soluble. Super simple, right? And you put the turpentine in there, these high terpenes, which is very highly anti-infections and antiviral properties and anti-yucky stuff properties, which I call, antiseptic. You need to nourish, you need to get that power up in that part of the body, give it more resources to do and to rebuild and repair with and get rid of it, viruses and parasites and gunk. Big advantage. So, big fan of using that too. Especially because I'm getting, it was the best one over here probably. One that are like 20 and 50 cent coin sizes. You can see that there. I might as well just put it on one of here. And so you can see the yellow colour. Lots of pine, lots of natural stuff. So the infections that are coming out of there are controlling my mind and my nervous system, not allowing me to sleep as much as I could. And then I'm not making as good of thoughts or with much energy for a little bit. So I have to slow down. And sometimes it's not easy to slow down for 5 people. But the more we are busy with our thoughts, we'll control that through our mind. So that one's quite big, eh? And that's what's controlling the subconscious nervous system. And then when bits are disconnected, and we've all got disconnections and short circuits in our bodies, I don't know how much work we do on ourselves, and not knowing these things, then people can't heal themselves. And they get worse, and they think that they were getting sick, or they change their thoughts. But no, it's just a healing reaction most of the time. So, make it faster so you can do things that you want to do. And I'm also getting rid of it. I'll put it up here as well. This is a UV light treatment I've been having for antifungus, because the lines in the forehead are just the message to tell us that we got lots of fungus. And I've been having zapping treatments on that. So that is really good to put on antifungal, and then gets in the network to get it from there as well. So you can see, by having it in this position and up here, that's where my mind is, where the messages in my nervous system are showing me where the fungus is, down here in the lower part of the body. So people get more wrinkles because they don't have enough oxygenated blood to get to the brain. And then when it gets to the brain, it's being interpreted by fungus. Not the best filters to have. And if we have a lot of matrix filters that are there teaching us and inputting light messages into there, and a neural network of the fungus, is essentially our social programming. Why are we still subconsciously connected to the matrix? Well, it's because we've got lots of toxins and lots of gunk, and we need to stimulate that to get it out of our body, and caffeine and alcohol apparently do the ups and the downs for that. So your subconscious nervous system is being under control by that. And then it's getting interpreted up here, and we call it aging. No, it just means you got a funky load of fungus. Just keep on building up, because to keep it simple, you could just say that aging is built up toxicity and nutritional deficiencies. So, you fix up the nutritional deficiencies, and you get rid of the built up toxicity, you live a lot longer. Because your body's not wasting energy just trying to get rid of gunk. You've already got rid of the gunk that was preventing the problems. So you're able to do it much more efficiently, and then you get into the more subtleties of the body and be able to fix more things without having to do much effort. Handy, huh? Fungus, man. They've lots going on in the fungus, I tell you. So, a good antifungal thing is pine. And I'm going to use that in my oil enemas too. Pine terpenes. So that's like in neem oil. Put neem oil in with this. Absolute gold in the oil enema. You get it in your weakest point. You're nourishing from another angle, where most of the problems are, because most people's problems are stored in the large intestine, in the butt. Lots of tens of thousands of stored viruses and fungal infections. It's not a good lower solar plexus to have, is it? Which is the one controlling your mind. Figured it out, haven't I? I didn't need to. It came once I took the action.